Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And welcome to your practice exercise video for our lesson on letter Ra and Lam. As we mentioned, the letters Ra and Lam are two letters that sometimes fall into your awestruck category, or sometimes they fall into your flat meadow category. Letter Lam is a bit simpler. The letter Lam is always a flat meadow sound, except in one word. That's where it sometimes falls into the awestruck mountain letter, or it can be a flat meadow letter, and that is with the name Allah, or the word Allah. And we have lots of examples in Surah Al-Nasr. Let's start with that. As we mentioned, the letter Lam in the name of Allah is going to be a flat meadow sound if it's preceded by a sound sign making the E sound. So we have two examples of that here. The first being in the Basmalah, the saying, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Right? We do not say Bismillah. We said Bismillah. Right? So we want to ensure that we're keeping our tongue flat, the rear of our tongue, to achieve that flat meadow sound. If we take a look at verse number 2. وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. Dinillahi. We did not say dinillah. We said dinillah. We keep our tongue flat because it's a flat meadow sound. And that is when the letter Lam in the name of Allah is preceded by a sound sign making the E sound. Now, if the letter Lam in the name of Allah, in the word Allah, is preceded by a sound sign making the A or the U sound, then it's going to be a lofty sound. Or as I mentioned in your theory video, you can think of it as the law of Allah because it's this rule of the letter Lam pertains to the word Allah. So it's going to be an awestruck sound. Verse number 1. إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحُ. Right? I didn't say Nasrullahi. What is it? Nasrullahi. Law. Lofty. Law. The law of Allah. Beautiful job. And I want you guys to ensure that you guys are following along with me when I'm reading this. As we mentioned, the letter Lam, it's always a flat meadow letter, except in the word Allah, it sometimes falls into that flat meadow category or sometimes into the awestruck mountain letter. Now let's take a look at letter Ra. Letter Ra has a few more scenarios. If it has a sound sign on top, then it is going to be pronounced with an awestruck sound. A very clear example is going to be right here in the beginning of verse number 2. Wa, ra. So you see your wow is a flat meadow. Wa, ra. So one thing you want to ensure when it comes to your flat meadow and your awestruck is that we are transitioning between the two, that one is not affecting the other. So we're not going to say wa, ra, wa. Not wa, but wa. Wa, ra. وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. وَرَا. Beautiful job. Let's take a look at the scenario where the letter Ra can be a flat meadow letter. So that happens if the letter Ra has a sound sign that's on the bottom, or like we have in this case here in this example, if it has a rest sign, you look to what comes before it, which in this instance is a sound sign on the bottom. So the way this would be recited is with a flat meadow sound. And the way to achieve that is to keep your tongue flat. Remember, when it comes to making a letter awestruck or flat, it all deals with our tongue and not with our lips. So we don't want to smile, nor do we want to open our lips for any of those two sounds. Let's read this together. فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَاسْتَغْفِرْهُ. Fir. And then did not say fir. وَاسْتَغْفِرْهُ. Just like that. Try it again. وَاسْتَغْفِرْهُ. Beautiful job. Very good. Let me leave you guys on a note with this recitation. We'll read the entirety of this surah so that you can see how the Lam in the name of Allah should be pronounced, whether it's a flat meadow sound or an awestruck mountain sound, and the way the letter Ra should be pronounced. Let's start at the top. Let's read together. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا فَسَبِّحْ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّكَ وَاسْتَغْفِرْهُ إِنَّهُ كَانَ تَوَّابًا. Beautiful job. Just like that. If you continue doing this, before you know it, you'll see how your recitation is becoming perfected. I look forward to seeing you guys in your next exercise video. Until then, Assalamu alaikum.